Yes, we'll be happy to share about Vyuham 3. So I'm Kajri Mishra. I'm the Dean of the School of Human Settlements in XIM University. And the School of Human Settlements offers a very unique program in the country, which is the MBA Urban Management and Governance. And the students are not just taught in the classroom here. Here we have two other components that they are taught through. One is, of course, the internships, and we have 3 internships in the 2 years of the program. But the other important way in which we get our students to learn is by having continuous industry interactions. We have a variety of talks like leadership talks, guest lectures, which are there in some other programs also. But what we do in the School of Human Settlements is we do an urban conclave. Because we are a very unique program, there are not many textbooks, for example, that is available. So what we do is Vyuham, which is Vyuham means strategy, planning. So with regard to the urban sector, we invite industry leaders to come together on one day and talk about the issues from their experience and from their learning on the field to tell our students what are the directions they should take, what are the new technologies coming, what are the new strategies being adopted, what are the new policies and how are they panning out in the field. So we talk about all of this, and therefore we have this urban conclave Vyuham. We do this every year. When you say Vyuham 3, it is obviously the 3rd year that we are doing this. We also do another one which is Samavesh, which we were doing before. So this year we have 5 industry leaders from organizations which are working in transportation, in ESG, that is environment, social and governance aspects, which are working in real estate and variety of other sectors in the urban domain.
Ma'am?
Doing studies, whether it is bachelor's, master's or PhD, end of the day when you enter the professional world, the most important area, you might be working in various disciplines, departments, various work roles, but area of project development and the context of infrastructure, in the context of urban services or urban management, the real career, whether it is with a consulting company or a contracting company or an infrastructure developer, or even within consulting world, management consulting, real estate consulting, you will be exposed, you will not forget about exposed, you will be actually working as project development specialists, you will be part of project development teams, you will be engaged into procurement strategies, bid process management. And I am sharing my experience based on what I have done throughout my career over the last 20 years. Urban services and industrial corridors or industrial development is an area which is very close to my heart. Infrastructure is huge. You talk about core infrastructure, you talk about physical infrastructure, social infrastructure. It's an endless list. But I doubt whether somebody can even claim that one has experience of working across the gap. When I see myself, I have exposed and I've worked a lot in urban services and industrial. They're quite close to my heart. And whatever I'm sharing here today, it's not ChatGPT, first of all, right? So it's all self-done. Yesterday I just had half an hour time. So I'm a bullet point guy. Even my college's professor would probably get annoyed. I used to put my answers in bullet points.
We need the funds to actually mobilize that. I mean, that is a common, this is the common understanding and expectations. And why not? Investors would then look, presently if you look at something like a BlackRock, they, under their AUM, they have in trillions under their AUM, and they decided 2 years back, they decided to just drop any fossil fuel based businesses from their portfolio. And so now there is a very robust transition to sustainability practices in reality. So all of that actually makes a lot of sense for even young minds like yourself to actually then see what is moving the needle and in the right direction. So at a city level sustainability, what is the scope for ESG? Where we are saying that, and this I have taken an excerpt from the World Economic Forum, where they see that for a city level or for an urban scale, for embedding sustainability, you need formulation and adoption of regulations to reduce emissions. So emission management is still a very critical aspect. Integrating net zero into strategic city planning. So you need to have it in the design itself. Now, how many of you have heard of, most of you would have heard of the smart city projects, right? Now, I come from Mumbai. So for a city like Mumbai, if you were to say about the smart city, all the aspects that actually drive a smart city initiative for there, you would have taken into account everything. Other than, and most project RFPs also, we never see the mention of what is the emissions on account of traffic congestion. So you can really see that, okay, if India were to commit to emission mitigation, there are certain aspects in the urbanization which absolutely need to actually take